Hey, it's Stephanie Johnston over at the Johnston team of Service First Mortgage, and I get a lot of questions about, I want to buy a house, what do I do? So that is what we are going to talk about today and give you some insight on best practices, how to get started, and just what to do. So most people think, okay, I want to buy a house, let me call a realtor. Well, yes, sometimes your realtors can have some really good suggestions back to, good local lenders like myself. So that is a good first step, but there's not a lot that the realtor can do accurately without talking to a lender. So things like, what houses should they show you? What areas? How much money do you need? All these things will probably play into which house you would purchase, how quickly you could buy, and kind of all those home searching sites. So actually, we are the best person to start with first. Specifically call Stephanie Johnston with the Johnston team of Service First Mortgage, and we will help you. But our side is going to give you a lot of insight as to what to do on the home site searching side. And also, even if this is something that you say, hey, I'm not ready to buy now, I'm going to buy in 6 months, always call sooner. There's some things that we can give you great for planning. So we can always help with general questions and on our planning process, even if you're not ready today. More information you know earlier, the better. So kind of 4 main stages for the qualification is one, first call us, of course, like we talked about, and make connections and choose a great lender. Then we've kind of got our planning process we're going to talk a little bit about. Then there's qualification and then getting with the real estate agent. So that planning process to me is almost the most important one, but the one a lot of people miss is I'm going to be buying a house in a little bit. Again, what do I do? So during that, we are going to look at, okay, what is your monthly payment goal? Where do you want to be? Well, what home price would that match up to? And a tip on that, the internet is usually wrong. Internet things are generally, a lot of it is advertisements. So is this an advertised payment or is this really what the house payment's going to be? There's some sites that don't list property taxes and insurance in their payments and put 20% down on everything. So not realistic for, what the actual price is going to be. So lining those up and getting realistic and knowing your numbers on that side. Also loan products. So what's going to be the best product for you? Again, internet research is great, but if we can look at it and design it straight to you and tell you the pros and cons of different products and down payments, etc. Also kind of look at, well, if you were someone that was maybe saying, I have to wait and save X, is that the right answer? Or if you bought sooner because maybe rates were going to be lower or the house price was lower or you found the right house sooner, is that the right answer? Let's look. It is maybe, and possibly it's not. Also in terms of credit planning. So when I say credit planning, I'm talking maximizing your score where you can get the best possible loan when the time comes because we've maximized what score you have. And yes, we can help you if you call the day of and ready to buy a house today, but especially if you know your score isn't perfect or you know that it could be better, let us help you with that. If we have time, we can give you some tips to possibly save you thousands on your mortgage. So that's something that we, again, highly recommend. So again, this piece is just gathering all this and getting you in the right lane to go forward. Another one we talk about is cash to close. So there's down payment, there's closing costs, and there's tax and insurance money you need. So how much is that? So you might think that you don't have enough and you do, or you might think you have enough and you really need to save a little bit more. We can talk about that. What are the options? Are there products to lower it? Kind of look at all those scenarios. Then when you're ready, qualification for the mortgage. So that's where we're going to gather all of your income information, asset information. We are going to pull credit. We're going to get your documents and make sure everything is verified and ready to go so that you are ready to close as soon as you do find a property on a home or a property that you're of interest on. And that process, a lot of people get scared with the credit pull. A note that credit reports are good for 4 months. That's a long time. So if you're even kind of thinking of buying and you're going to buy in 4 months, we use the same credit report unless we want to pull a new one because something's gotten better. It's a long time. or if you're in that planning stage and we know maybe credit's not the best, well, let's pull it and then maybe we, do a bunch of things to get it up. What we can do to help you is probably way more effective than having that one inquiry, if you're worried about that. So again, kind of some of the process. Once we do that and go through all this with you, set up your plan, now home search and get with that real estate agent. Then you're going to be able to hit the ground running, know exactly how much money you need, what your options are, what to look at. You're comfortable with all the numbers and get into that perfect house. So kind of in a nutshell, those are some of the best things to do. And again, if you hear the common theme in here, call early, ask questions, let us help you, and let us get you a plan, whether it's in 2 days you're gonna buy, 3 months, a year, whatever it is, just to make sure that you have everything in order. So I hope this information is helpful. Again, reach out if there's anything that we can do for you to help out with your home purchase or any mortgage needs. Again, it's Stephanie Johnston with the Johnston team of Service First Mortgage, and have a great one. Thanks.